How to communicate naturally in Japan. Beyond hello and arigato. Welcome to Smart English Start, the place where you learn English the smart way. Japan is a country of ancient traditions, cutting-edge technology, breathtaking landscapes, and world-famous pop culture. If you've ever considered visiting Japan, one question might come to mind. How do I communicate with people there? You might have heard that many Japanese people aren't confident in speaking English, but there's a reason for that. And it's not because they don't like English. Today I'll show you how to communicate naturally in Japan, not just by learning words, but by understanding how Japanese people interact, their culture, and the best ways to connect with them. And along the way, we'll explore some of Japan's most fascinating destinations, cultural traditions, and must-know travel tips. If you're planning to visit Japan or just want to understand its culture better, this video is for you. Why don't Japanese people speak English more often? You might be wondering, Japan is such a developed country, so why don't more people speak English fluently? Well, the answer isn't simple, but it's actually a mix of positive reasons and education-related factors. The reasons. 1. Japan has a huge and self-sufficient economy. Japan has the third largest economy in the world. Unlike smaller countries that rely on international trade, Japan has a massive domestic market. This means many businesses don't need English to succeed. They can grow just fine within Japan. 2. Japan is home to global brands. You've probably heard of companies like Toyota, Honda, Sony, Uniqlo, SoftBank, Nintendo, Panasonic, Yamaha, Rakuten, and Hitachi. These companies are global leaders, but their primary market is still Japan. Japan has pioneered countless technologies, from hybrid cars, Toyota Prius, to the Walkman, Sony, and even robots like Asimo, Honda. 3. The Japanese language is rich and self-sufficient. The Japanese language has thousands of borrowed words from English. Words like computer, computa, internet, internetsto, and coffee, kohai, are commonly used. Even technical fields such as AI, medicine, and aerospace often use a mix of Japanese and English-based terminology. 4. Japanese pop culture is a global phenomenon. Japan doesn't just consume global media, it exports its own. Anime like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia are worldwide hits. Studio Ghibli movies like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Princess Mononoke have won international awards. Akira, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Ghost in the Shell influenced Hollywood movies like The Matrix and Inception. Japanese video games like Final Fantasy, The Legend of Zelda, and Pokémon have shaped the gaming industry. The challenges of English education in Japan. But while Japan has a strong economy and global influence, there's a challenge when it comes to English education. Many people assume that if a country is developed, its citizens must speak English fluently. However, in Japan, the reality is quite different. There are several structural and cultural reasons why many Japanese people struggle with English communication. 1. The grammar-first approach. One of the biggest challenges in Japan's English education system is that it is grammar-focused rather than communication-focused. In most schools, English lessons focus primarily on grammar, reading, and writing. Students are expected to memorize complex grammatical structures and vocabulary. However, they rarely practice speaking or listening in real-world scenarios. This means that many Japanese people may understand English on paper but feel uncomfortable speaking it in conversation. 2. The pressure of entrance exams. In Japan, academic success is heavily influenced by entrance exams. Students spend years preparing for these exams, which means most of their English learning is focused on reading and grammar rather than practical speaking. The pressure to score high in exams often leads to rote memorization, instead of natural language acquisition. 3. Fear of making mistakes. Another challenge in Japan is the cultural mindset toward mistakes. In English learning, this means many students are afraid to speak up because they fear making grammatical mistakes. Instead of taking risks and learning from mistakes, many learners remain silent, avoiding speaking English unless they are completely sure they are correct. This is different from how languages are learned in Western countries, where making mistakes is seen as a natural part of learning. 3. Lack of daily exposure to English. Unlike countries where English is commonly spoken in daily life, Japan has very little exposure to spoken English. Unlike Scandinavian or European countries, where people watch English-language TV and movies regularly, Japan dubs almost all foreign content into Japanese. This limits listening practice and reduces the chances of learning natural English pronunciation and expressions. This limits listening practice and reduces the chances of learning natural English pronunciation and expressions. This means that even though many Japanese people study English in school, they have almost no opportunity to use it in real life. 5. English education reform efforts. In recent years, the Japanese government has recognized these challenges and has been working to improve English education. Schools have started introducing more conversational English classes. There are initiatives to increase English-speaking activities and reduce the focus on written exams. More foreign English teachers have been recruited to help students practice real-life conversation. However, these changes take time, and many adults today did not have these opportunities when they were students. That's why self-study and exposure to English outside of school is becoming increasingly important for Japanese learners. Must-visit places in Japan. Japan is filled with incredible places to visit. From historic temples to futuristic cities, breathtaking nature, and delicious food. Whether you're visiting for the first time or returning to explore deeper, here are some of the best places to visit in Japan. First, Tokyo, the heart of modern Japan. Tokyo is a city where tradition meets innovation. It's a place where you can experience both ancient temples and high-tech skyscrapers in the same day. Shibuya Scramble Crossing, the world's busiest pedestrian crossing where over 3,000 people cross at once. Akihabara, a paradise for anime, manga, and gaming fans, filled with electronic stores, arcades, and anime shops. Shinjuku, the city's major business and entertainment hub, home to Golden Gai, a famous nightlife district with tiny bars. Asakusa and Sensoji Temple, Tokyo's most famous Buddhist temple, dating back to 628 AD. Ginza, the luxury shopping district, home to high-end brands and Michelin-starred restaurants. Tsukiji Outer Market, a must-visit for food lovers, where you can enjoy fresh sushi, grilled seafood, and traditional Japanese sweets. Tokyo is also home to some stunning green spaces, such as Shinjuku Gyoen, a massive park where you can enjoy cherry blossoms in spring, and Meiji Shrine, a tranquil spot surrounded by a dense forest in the middle of the city. 2. Kyoto, the city of temples and traditions. Kyoto is the cultural heart of Japan, famous for its beautiful temples, traditional wooden houses, and geisha culture. Fushimi Inari Shrine, famous for its thousands of red torii gates that create an unforgettable hiking path. Kinkakuji, Golden Pavilion, a Zen Buddhist temple covered in gold leaf, reflected beautifully in the surrounding pond. Kiyomizu Dera, a stunning wooden temple that offers an incredible panoramic view of Kyoto. Arashiyama Bamboo Forest, one of the most photographed places in Japan, where you can walk through towering bamboo groves. Gion District, the famous geisha district, where you can spot traditional tea houses and geisha in colorful kimonos. Kyoto is also one of the best places to experience traditional Japanese culture, from tea ceremonies to staying in a ryokan, Japanese inn, and soaking in an onsen, hot spring. 3. Osaka, the food capital of Japan. Osaka is Japan's kitchen, a city known for its amazing street food, friendly people, and vibrant nightlife. Dotonbori, the most famous entertainment district, filled with neon lights, lively bars, and iconic signs like the Glico Running Man. Osaka Castle, a historical landmark surrounded by a massive park, especially beautiful in cherry blossom season. Shinsekai, a retro-style neighborhood with deep-fried skewers, kushikatsu, and local restaurants. Kuramon Ichiba Market, a paradise for food lovers, offering fresh seafood, wagyu beef, and Osaka-style sushi. Osaka is best known for its comfort food, such as takoyaki, grilled octopus balls, crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. Okonomiyaki, a savory Japanese pancake filled with cabbage, pork, or seafood, topped with special sauce and mayonnaise. Unlike Tokyo, Osaka has a more laid-back, humorous culture, and locals are known for being outgoing and talkative. For Hiroshima, a city of peace and history. Hiroshima is known for its tragic history, but also for its remarkable recovery and message of peace. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park and Museum, a powerful place that tells the story of the atomic bombing of 1945 and promotes world peace. Itsukushima Shrine, Miyajima Island, famous for its floating torii gate, one of Japan's most iconic sites. Hiroshima is also known for delicious local specialties. Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki, a layered version of Japan's famous savory pancake made with noodles and seafood. Oysters, freshly grilled oysters from the Seto Inland Sea. The people of Hiroshima are known for their resilience, warmth, and deep sense of peace activism. 5. Hokkaido, the land of snow and nature. Hokkaido is Japan's northernmost island, known for its breathtaking landscapes, ski resorts, and fresh seafood. Sapporo Snow Festival, a world-famous event featuring massive snow sculptures. Furano and Biei, fields of vibrant lavender and rolling hills perfect for photography. Niseko, one of the best ski resorts in the world, attracting snowboarders from all over. Shiratoko National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to rare wildlife, waterfalls, and untouched forests. Hokkaido is also a paradise for food lovers, famous for Hokkaido Ramen, a rich miso-based noodle soup, especially popular in Sapporo. Fresh seafood. The island is famous for its crab, sea urchin, and scallops. Hokkaido dairy products, including soft-serve ice cream, cheese, and butter. The region's cold climate and wide-open landscapes make it a perfect escape for nature lovers. 6. Okinawa, Japan's tropical paradise. Okinawa is Japan's southernmost region, known for its stunning beaches, unique culture, and laid-back atmosphere. Shurijo Castle, a UNESCO-listed site that represents the Ryukyu Kingdom's unique history. Ishigaki and Miyako Islands, some of the most beautiful tropical beaches in the world, with crystal-clear waters. Chirami Aquarium, one of Japan's best aquariums, home to giant whale sharks. Okinawan food is also very different from mainland Japan. Goya champuru, a stir-fry dish with bitter melon, tofu, and pork. Okinawa soba, a hearty noodle dish served with slow-cooked pork ribs. Awamori, a traditional Okinawan distilled liquor. Okinawa has a unique culture influenced by China, Southeast Asia, and native Ryukyuan traditions. It's also home to some of the world's longest living people, thanks to their healthy diet, active lifestyle, and strong sense of community. How to communicate naturally in Japan, beyond hello and arigato. Japan is a country of endless discoveries. Whether you're exploring its futuristic cities, historic temples, natural wonders, or tropical beaches. No matter where you go, Japan offers rich culture, incredible hospitality, and once-in-a-lifetime experiences.